I hated being called this. Like, she always called me the excuse kid, and I hated that. Yo, what's up, guys? TJK here, back at it again, and today we are going to be doing our first podcast of our brand new podcast series, which we'll be doing at least a couple podcasts, on this channel. So this is going to be interesting, guys. You guys going to hear, me talking about, just having normal conversations and stuff that we could talk about that would be interesting to you guys. We're not going to try to make them an hour long. We're going to try to aim for at least like maybe 20 to 30 minutes. I'm not sure. But today, in our first episode, we are going to be talking about school stories. And I just started high school. Homie Jay, you're in 7th grade, correct?
Yes, I am.
And then homie G, you're going to be a senior, so you are going to be graduating at the end of this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's how we're going to start. So I'm going to talk about, the story of my middle school career, because my high school, nothing impressive is happening that, is, there's nothing impressive to talk about. So let's just start with my middle school. So, me and homie Jay, if I was still in middle school in 8th grade, homie Jay would have been in 6th grade. We didn't know each other until, Parker,
By the
got us
way,
to
I
know.
am Sergeant Everall. Just saying.
Yeah. So let's get started the story. So anything you need to talk about 5th grade? So yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I
Did
don't
you
know.
not see that?
Yeah, I saw the
Okay.
particles. All right, back into it. All right, so what we're gonna be doing. So I'm gonna talk about my 5th grade story. So here's how it's gonna go. So what do you guys think of 5th grade? What do you guys think of how 5th grade was? Homie Jay, did you like 5th grade? In my opinion, I did not like 5th grade in school.
Yeah, I didn't like 5th grade either. Our teacher was
Yeah, I
pretty
didn't like the
mean.
teacher. I'm not gonna say. Let's not say any names because I don't want to be offensive to names. So we're just gonna say teacher and stuff. That's all we're gonna say. And the Enderman's making noise. Anyway, so let's talk about 5th grade here. So 5th grade, I know had this, had my teacher here. I hated being called this. Like, she always called me the excuse kid, and I hated that so much. Like, it was like I was shamed for it. And then science class, you had in science. Did you have like a separate science class you switched from,
No, I stayed in the same class the entire time.
or did you?
But some of my friends did that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I had this thing. I was switched with another 5th grade class for science, and what I did for science was horrible. Like, there was homework. Oh yeah, can you agree on this? Do you think you had more homework in 5th grade than 6th grade? I feel like I had more
Yeah.
homework
Why
in.
is that true? Yeah. Yeah. I had more
Yeah,
homework
why
in
did we
5th
have
grade
more
than
homework in
6th.
5th grade? We had usually, yeah, in my 5th grade it was horrible. Like, we had math homework, language arts / reading homework. Then I sometimes had social studies homework, and then the science homework. I had 4 sheets to do that were at least
Dang.
2 pages. Like, it was front and back. And you got do you hate the books that have those weird characters?
Yeah. Yeah. That.
Those, like, I don't know. I think it's like Envision Math. Not against them in any way. I'm just saying I just didn't like it. Not
Yeah.
against the brand and stuff. I'm just saying I just didn't like learning through it. I just hated reading. I just hated through math books. Did you have something called also, like, did you have a language arts book? 2 of them called Easy Street Learning or something?
Yeah. I remember I had
Yeah.
that. That was
Dude,
so dumb.
let's go back to elementary school for a bit. Remember, like, when you used to have those, and
Yeah, I do.
remember those? Remember, like, you had your own book covers on them and stuff? So nostalgia. I didn't hate elementary school. Probably the only year I liked in elementary school was probably 2nd or maybe 3rd grade, I think.
Yeah.
That was really I think those were like my favorite years in elementary school. 4th grade, I didn't. It was okay. I must say,
I hated 4th grade. Our teacher was like evil, like the devil to me.
yeah. My
To
my
me and
4th
my
grade teacher
friend,
was just
she.
my 4th grade teacher was boring, but I had a special ed reading class in 4th grade, or like throughout my whole entire grade. 3rd grade, yeah, 3rd grade I had a guy special ed teacher. Remember in 3rd grade you had to learn your 1 to 12 times tables for multiplication?
I remember that.
Yeah, that was fun to study through because now I know all it and I know why you need to learn from 1 to 12 now because in throughout your whole entire middle school and then your high school you're gonna need it, especially high school
Yeah,
algebra level math here and stuff. So I feel bad for the people that like failed it by the end of the year and didn't get to know the 12 times table, so now they got to do it the hard way for like throughout the middle school.
yeah. Can I talk about my fourth grade teacher?
Yeah, just don't bring up names. We're trying to keep them
Yeah, I'm not
anonymous.
gonna bring up names
Respect.
here. Yeah, obviously. But am I allowed to say gender?
Oh, you can say she or he. It's
All
fine.
right. Uh, every kid in my class, for some reason, liked her, even though,
Do you like? Oh
even though,
yeah.
oh, sorry, I was trying to remember. Uh, she was really, really nice to everyone except for me and one of my other friends, which I would probably call singling out, and she do a lot of like singling out moves with
Yes,
me.
I hate
And it really
single.
pissed me off.
I hate singling out. I hate when they embarrass you. Like that's not funny.
Yeah, that's really not. No, it's just that's just not, you're a teacher. You're not
But
supposed to embarrass
do
people. You're
you?
supposed to help them learn.
I don't know if it was third grade or second grade, but do you remember reading Mr. Popper's Penguins, bro, and watching the
Dude,
movie?
that was the most boring reading project we ever did.
Oh yeah, the reading part was bad, but the movie was entertaining.
I don't even like the movie.
Oh, you didn't like it? Oh, I kind of
No.
I found it cool, dude. Now let's talk about more stuff in elementary school before middle school. Lunch aids, absolutely horrific. Oh my
Some
god.
of them, I had
S-
one like bad egg in the entire lunch
Yeah,
aid thing.
this is what I hate about them. They if you don't listen, they'll ear rape you with their freaking whistles. That is so annoying.
Nah,
They had whistles.
the ones that I had were really nice.
Oh, the ones I
But there was
had,
one of them
oh
that were
my
bad.
god, they were terrible, terrible.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so let's talk about like recess now, because again, recess was a thing in elementary school. You know that spider thing at the top, like the end side of it before the field, that spider thing you can climb on?
Yeah, I remember
Remember
that.
in first grade and second grade, you would go on. Remember, I think this is BS now by today's standards. Remember green, yellow, red? They're like, you put your name on yellow. Remember that? Or put your name on red.
I'm trying to remember that. I think I do.
Yeah, I remember we had like planners and like at the back we had like if you had green you got 2 points, if you had yellow you got one, or you got zero on third.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was terrible. That's so bad. I wish I still had one of my old planners to show you this. Remember like in like every page you would write your homework down on the right. You would
Bro,
glue.
planners, dude, that's
Remember you
nostalgic.
write them? Yeah, and remember you would like write down the spell like oh no not right well not write them down. Remember you would like they would give you the spelling list. Remember we had spelling words. That was terrible. That was awful to have.
Yeah.
Spelling was absolute BS. Oh my
Yeah, we
god.
had a spelling test every Friday. Remember that?
Remember like with your spelling words. Remember like at night you would have three times each. Um, ABC
Yeah, I
order.
remember that. I remember that.
You remember writing left hand challenge. There was also what were the others? I remember three times each in ABC order, and then writing your left hand one.
Yeah,
Um,
that was.
yeah, that was nostalgia right there. I mean, it's easy. Let's see here. What's another one?
I'll be right back. If G wants to state an opinion about his school, he can go ahead.
So G, let's I'm gonna ask you some questions. Did you have like spelling stuff in like elementary school?
Yeah, I remember fourth grade we had like spelling tests, like 10 words
Oh yeah, it was
once
like
a
putting
week.
this 10 words and remember like on the I don't remember. It was like write down the 10 words or something, spell them correctly. I mean now it's pretty easy.
Right, right.
you know. Yeah, and what else? What did you have for like what do you think what about math and stuff, related math stuff?
Um, well, through like, let's see, third or second grade, fourth grade, I remember like learning, let's see, besides addition and subtraction, we
Did you
had
learn your first
division and
multiplication?
multiplication.
Yeah, basic
I remember
stuff.
third grade I learned division, and
Oh,
like
third grade you learned division. We only remember. Oh, we when homie Jay comes back, let's talk about this. Did you have so like remember like those timed quizzes that it was like 5 minutes? Remember like you saw like the paper had 100 multiplication problems from 1 to 12 times tables. And remember you had to write like all of them like before 5 minutes. Remember that?
oh yeah, I've done that
I,
before. That
I'm
yeah.
gonna ask you this: did you successfully get them all correct? Because I
Uh,
at the beginning of the year, I went from only knowing like only getting 30 of them to getting 100. So I was a nerd at math. So I got like all
I
100.
wouldn't
I got all
say
100 at
that
the
I
end.
got them. I mean, I've got them all correct, but I didn't get up to 100 though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I got 30. Like I got the 30 correct, but I'm just saying that I wasn't like I didn't. It was each one took me longer, so that's why I only got 30. Now, when you learn them all, it's like look at it and then you'll know it immediately. So you just write really fast. You know, it's very quick.
Yeah.
I remember like also how you learned your 1 times tables, 2 times tables, 3 times tables. Remember like how you used to do that? It was all scrambled up. The problems from all 12 occasions. For example, if you were doing the 4 times tables, it would go 4 times 1 to all the way to 4 times 12, and it was all scrambled up. Well, actually, I had
Mhm.
4 times 0 as well. So 4 times 0 to 4 times 12, they were all mixed up. And remember, you had to figure out what they were in a span of 1 minute. And if you got it
Uh,
all, and if you got them all correct, you'd move on to the 5 times tables if you passed it. And if you failed it, you would have to do it again.
no, I didn't do. I did something like that, but there's no time limit. It was just like cards with like the times tables, and like we just
Oh
go
my god.
through.
Let's go back to kindergarten for a second. Remember in kindergarten when like we were like like you were all sitting crisscross applesauce.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like on the carpet around the teacher. Remember getting read books?
red
Like the
books.
teacher will like read the book to you.
Yeah, I may have done that. Yeah.
All right, yeah, and remember this. Remember, like every kindergarten classroom had on the like front and top of the whiteboard A to letter Z with the picture,
Hmm.
like all the whole alphabet.
Yeah.
Remember this though. Remember they were all it just said A to Z and it had no picture. And remember, like every like week we learned a new letter and all the words that were in the letter. And when we learned it, they flipped the picture, and we progressed our way to Z.
Yeah.
We learned about vowels and stuff. We learned about basic reading and stuff. Remember reading logs as well?
Eating logs. I think I've had that. Not that I remember though.
Yeah, I was a little lazy kid here back then. All I did was grab one of the books in my drawers. I had a lot of them. I just wrote the name and I thought of like a reasonable time like that it would take to read it. So I just did that and I made my parents sign it. So I never read really. Oh, so homie
All
Jay.
right. So, what topic are we on?
So we were talking about stuff like multiplication. Remember like 4 times tables, they were all mixed up and you had to solve it within a minute. And remember this, homie Jay, we were talking about this. Remember having a paper that had 100 multiplication problems going from the 1 times tables to the 12 times tables, all mixed up, and you had to do all 100 of them within 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you?
I always failed it.
Oh, really? Am I like the only one that got all 100? not
No,
not
I
first
got
attempt.
far.
Not
but
first attempt. Like when I like at the end of the year, our final one, I got 100. That was pretty good. Oh, here's a big,
I
big,
always
big,
got like in the 90s.
big thing that we know back then. Remember being forced to sing in music class? Oh my god. If you
Dude, that
guys
was a
if you guys know you guys could still check it out by the way. There is a old YouTube video of me in 2016 singing in elementary school if you guys want to check that out. It's you could look for it. Bare Necessities, I think it was called. Remember being forcefully sung like this music? It was so annoying.
yeah.
All right, but here's a big memory though, because if we were both in middle school, if I was in 8th grade and you were in 6th grade, and I was in 4th grade, you had to be in 2nd grade. So we were still in the same school in elementary. Remember this? Remember on Halloween, like we used to sing the Monster Mash bundle. It had like 3 songs
Yeah.
combined.
Yeah.
Yes, it had Monster Mash, and it had Big Purple Eater, and it had Ghostbusters at the end.
Yep. I remember that.
Who does not remember that? And remember our Christmas music?
That was the worst.
Uh,
That I hate that over everything else.
tell me a Christmas song that you guys sung.
Um, I actually forget the ones I sung.
Yeah, I remember
I
Bare
think it was just
Necessities.
called the Christmas song. No,
That's a very lame song.
7 feet. I think was what it's called. I forget the lyrics.
I
'Cause
remember
it's so bad.
the snow song. It was like "Let's Slay" or something. What's another song I remember? I remember this one song. Oh, remember it was like warm, warm weather makes me smile.
No, makes me happy. Love
In
the
the
summer.
summer.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
do.
do.
I remember that.
Alright, let's not get copyrighted. I'm just kidding.
I think it even is copyrighted.
that was a memory. Remember first grade beach day, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just
Nostalgia.
remember beach day.
Oh
We
my
don't have
god.
that anymore.
Okay. Remember, so there's this big torturous thing. Like in middle school, you never had, like, we thought, like, in middle school, we never had the mile run, right? Remember in
Yeah.
elementary school, we had the mile run? That was utter pure torture.
That was stupid.
Remember, like,
My
if you,
opinion.
like, remember when you ran from the beginning to the cone, that only counted as half a mile, and you had to run back as 1 mile? That was
Mhm.
made it more torturous, because if you run back and forth, that was only 1 mile. You didn't run 2 miles. So it makes it even worse, in my opinion. It makes it feel longer. That was torture. Like the mile run, like I think it got banned because my sister, which was in elementary school, when I was throughout middle school, she never had the mile run. They got rid of it because of probably lawsuits, which is pretty much every Gen Z world.
Well,
Yeah. All right. Remember indoor recess in the gym?
yeah, that was really stupid.
That was boring as hell.
It was really boring. They kind of had to do it, so.
Yeah. Remember, like, you couldn't, like, I wish indoor recess was basically the same thing as outdoor recess. You could play with, like, gym equipment. It wasn't like that. And remember,
Yeah.
remember when we were going to, remember the middle school orientation? Remember, like, when there was no recess? Everyone thought that was, like, the end of the world.
Yes.
Until, now, one thing I hated about 5th grade lunch was, well, going back to 5th grade. Remember you had assigned lunch sheets in 5th grade? Assigned lunch sheets so you couldn't talk with your friends. It was boring. And remember in 5th grade lunch, you had no electronics in 5th grade, so again, you couldn't do any electronics in 5th grade lunch?
I don't
Which I,
remember that.
yeah. And then 6th grade lunch, 6th grade lunch, I hated 6th grade. Let's talk about 6th grade now.
Sixth grade was okay. I hated the teachers though.
Yeah,
Mainly.
remember like your social studies teacher you had in 6th grade. Remember she was the LA teacher in when I was in 6th grade, right?
I don't know that.
Yeah, your social studies teacher. What? Don't say her name.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it's that whatever. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we say it once. We can't but I don't know. So let's just go back. So the language arts teacher is now was your social studies teacher, but
Yeah.
at the time she was my LA teacher, and oh my god, it was pain. Essays every day, bro. I hated essays. Dude, I struggled, and I got in so much trouble if I didn't do it. Like I was yelled at.
Well, she was a nice social studies teacher.
Well, yeah, she's probably better for social studies. Oh yeah, remember our disciplinarian was social
Bro,
studies
our
teacher?
language arts teacher sucked.
Yeah, the new one.
The new
Oh
one
my god, I heard
sucked,
so many
bro.
bad reports. Yeah, I feel bad. Wait, she was controlling and manipulative. People said. Yeah,
Well,
is that just me or
I
you?
don't
Our
remember
LA teachers like controlling because whenever you just enter the class, they're like get your essays out now. They're like get your essays out now.
Well, that's what teachers do.
But the LAs I feel like they're the most forceful and the most manipulative and controlling.
They're the most forceful. I'll say.
Yeah.
Not
And LA
really.
teachers are always boomer. Like like everything they use is paper. Well, not anymore. Now you can't use paper because everything needs to be virtual because of quarantine.
Well, we have. You should use our Chromebooks.
Yeah, Oh yeah, that's another thing. You guys have Chromebooks, even though you're in 7th grade. So 5th grade, when I was in 8th grade, 5th grade and 6th grade had Chromebooks. 7th and 8th grade still had their original iPads when we got them in 6th grade, so we never changed. Right now, I think 8th grade's the only one that has iPads, correct?
I don't know. I think so.
I think 8th grade's the only one that had iPads. So yeah, and also the weird part is that when I was in 5th grade, we had the iPad 4th generations, the old iPads. So yeah, I had the old iPads, and we couldn't take them home. They always stayed in like that iPad case. But then when we oh yeah, remember in elementary school? Remember anything in elementary school? Remember laptop carts and iPad carts?
I remember
Yeah.
those.
Remember libraries? Oh, the libraries were bad. Remember the new library teacher? We learned about colonial days. Oh my god, that was so boring at Boomer. Anyways, back to middle school. Yeah. Remember that? Like it was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anyways, let's go to you're still in 7th grade, so Tell me how your 7th grade year's going.
Pretty good for her. I don't really
Yeah.
hate anyone.
I haven't had an issue with our 7th grade either. 7th grade and maybe language arts was torturous because I got really emotional. Like the teacher, like that special ed teacher, pins me down and made me cry, which I don't like. Which I
Which
didn't like.
one?
The second one, not the main one that you have. I had another.
The boy or
teacher.
the girl?
I mean, boy or girl. They were both. It was
Like a
both
boy or
girls.
girl?
It was both girl teachers. Not the one. The main teacher that's in the language arts that you have. That was not her. She was very nice. She was also my homeroom. She was great.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, she's my homeroom too.
Wait, Mrs. We'll just say her first letter. Mrs. L was your was.
Yeah, she's my homeroom
Yo,
teacher.
is that coincidental? We both had the same.
Wait, did you have language arts after homeroom?
No, I had it blocked.
No, I have it
free.
right after homeroom, so I just it's very
Oh my
easy
god.
for
Oh
me.
my god. Let's talk about. All right. So before we start, I want to talk about my band in 7th grade. So since I needed special ed in reading, so you thought I was in like, 'cause remember band with 7th grade is also combined with 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
So here's what I hated. So a problem I had with my schedule is that I had to be in 6th grade bands when I was a 7th grader, and I thought not a big deal. It's just bands, just random people I don't need to care about. All right, so these two girls. There were these two girls. So remember, I was a percussionist, and yes, I hated being a percussionist. I hated it.
I'm a percussionist too.
Yeah, I guess we have a lot in common, me and homie Jay.
I'm a I like
What do you
percussion.
do? Do you
but
do the
not
drum set?
percussion in
Did you do the drum
No, I
set?
do bells.
Oh
which
my
is
god,
the
I hate
boring-
bells so much. Wait, did you curse?
the most boring thing. Sorry,
I'll censor it. Don't worry about it.
I'm very.
I hated that so much. I hated bells. It's not like easy 1 2 3. It's like learning the piano, but it's drumming. I hated it. Hated it absolutely. But mostly the good news is that like most of the time we were just using we did bass drum and other stuff, right?
I did snare. Sorry, I mean.
I did bass drum because snare is hard in my opinion. It's too much 8th notes and 16th notes.
Bro, just wait until you find the drum set.
Oh, remember the band lessons? Do you hate, like, especially our new band teacher, do you hate getting band lessons on your favorite class? Because that's what happened in 8th grade.
That's what happened with me in music. I got a band. I was really intrigued on what we were doing, and I had to go do band lessons. It's like stupid.
Back to the 7th grade. So back to these so I was in 6th grade band, right? So I was percussionist with these other two people. I had another
I actually
guy.
have my bell kit. I'll show you after. I'll show you what it looks like.
Oh, that's something I just want to talk about something too. So we never knew that the coronavirus was gonna shut down school. So my bell kit was in school and I never got it back, and I still don't have it.
I wish I did that.
I don't care either. I don't even care to have it. It's probably gone now.
Yeah.
Homie Jay, if you ever go back to physical school, look where the bell kits are and see if you see my name on it, and I'll see let's see if it's still there. I don't think it's there anymore.
Want me to burn it?
No, don't.
Obviously, I was just joking.
So back to that. So back to what I was talking about, 6th grade band. It was the last year before it was the last year with the old band teacher, which I loved, by the way. She was a good teacher. Not a lot of people hate
I
her.
don't like her.
It was a big controversy, so I'm not gonna anger people saying she was good and stuff or bad. I'm just gonna state my opinion here, which you're fine with probably.
She was racist.
She was?
Mhm.
What'd you do?
One of my friends told me for.
What'd she do? Don't say the real word. You could just say like S word or something. I don't know. What'd she say? What'd she do?
She cussed in class. She wasn't racist. She was just cussed a lot.
Oh
when
yeah,
got mad.
she did curse in class. She said sucked a lot. Like she said this sucks, this sucked. Like I mean it's not really a curse word, but I don't care about saying it on my YouTube channel because like even kid friendly YouTubers say dang this sucks. I don't have a problem saying it or damn or stupid. Yeah. Like, but she was a little bit of like a heavy cursor. Let's go back to like those people. So I had this other boy. Now look, remember I was older than everyone in the class, which made me feel weird. It made me feel like the sore thumb, you know, because I was mostly like a little taller than everybody, and I hated it. It made me feel weird because I didn't feel I didn't feel in my correct class, you know, because I felt like I was with younger kids, you know. So let's go to now these two. So it was the guy in bands, which it was a boy, with the drummer. And then I had these two girls, which are best friends. Now didn't seem like a problem at the beginning of the year, but it became something. It became a problem. Let's just say. I don't know if I told anybody about this, but they made fun of me a bit, and I did not like it whatsoever.
Wow.
Let's see here. So, sometimes you need to ask to go to the bathroom in school, and like you had to do a number two, so you take a little longer than usual, right?
Mhm.
So I had to go to the bathroom, do a number two. You know, minding my own business, just had to do what I do, wash my hands, get back to class, you know, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I do that. I just took a little longer because, it's number two. I get up, wash my hands, and then I exit the bathroom and go back to class. I go back, and then they say, "What took you so long?" And I'm like, "Nothing. I just had to use the bathroom." And they started, "Tyler had to go to poop. Tyler had to go to poop." It was so annoying. I was like, "Son of a," and then I was like, "Oh my god!" I was explode, bro. I had anger issues. Let's just say, and I still have them. I can get angry really fast. I can't help it. I have a big temper control problem. It was a big problem.
Yeah.
And
Jesus.
when they made fun of me, I felt, I didn't feel happy. I didn't want to be in class anymore. And remember, this was 2018, right? So I played Fortnite, and they also played Fortnite. And of course, my sign of revenge was to 1v1 them on Fortnite on a YouTube live stream. But the videos are unlisted now because, again, I mostly got rid of all my Fortnite content after the rebrand, which is very good. So,
Yes.
back to what I was talking about. So I 1v1 them for a live stream, and I won, of course, because that was my only way of revenge. Because I was mad. And then what happened was that I accidentally got so mad at them for them doing something again that I actually slipped the B word to them. I called them a B word. I slipped it.
Uh-oh.
And here was another problem. They snitched. They were snitches.
Ah.
And I was like, oh crap. I am so done. And then I got into big trouble by the guidance counselor for saying a swear word.
Dang.
Now, of course, I wish I was like Logan Team Bros, because Logan Team Bros doesn't care, because like they always try to make you answer. Logan Team Bros always stays quiet because you have the right to remain silent. Like you have a right to be quiet. And I wish I had that ability. So I got in trouble for apparently they complained that I live streamed them 1v1 me we 1v1 them in Fortnite apparently, and which they didn't like apparently in their words. When you wanna know the funny part is that I did not invade any of their privacy because they didn't even talk in the voice chat on the live stream. That's a bonus. They didn't have mics. And two, come on, it's a video game. Your face isn't shown. Your names weren't told. And I said the second girl's name was literally her Fortnite username, so basically everyone knows, That's easy. So
Yeah.
that's one fact I had to mention. So another problem is that once after that snitching problem has happened, things started like I started acting silent towards them. Then we had a conversation about it, and that's it. I mean, I'm okay with them now. I don't have anything against them because I have their phone numbers now, just in case if I talk to them. Anyways, don't worry, guys. Don't worry if you watch this video. Nothing against you now. You guys are cool now. I forgive you for what you did. It's fine. It's not a big deal anymore. Moved on from it. Anyways. Back to, now we're gonna go to my 8th grade year, which I hated. Hated 8th grade. Oh yeah, but, well, actually, before we go to 8th grade, let's talk about social studies in 7th grade. Best teacher ever I had in social studies.
Yes. Bro, he's my favorite teacher.
Oh yeah, and then in 6th grade social studies, remember, I had the disciplinarian, but, Mrs. N, we'll just say.
That
Right,
was your 7th grade?
Mrs. Mrs. N, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the former social studies teacher. I did not like her. She was mean.
Was that... Wait, in what grade?
sixth grade social studies. She was mean.
Now she's a disciplinarian.
Yeah, which makes it even more mean and worse.
Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah. So back to
No,
what I
no,
was.
she's nice to me.
Yeah, she was not nice to me. So here we go. So she was mean to me in sixth grade. I got shamed for not doing assignments on when I did not know how to do it. I got shamed for making quote unquote making excuses. I got shamed for a lot of stuff, and I did not do well in that class either. That's all what happened in sixth grade with social studies. Now let's go back to eighth grade. All right, I did not like it whatsoever. What? And also, seventh grade social studies teacher was amazing. Liked him throughout.
Yeah, he's my favorite 7th grade teacher.
Like, probably he yells, but you might think, oh my god, that's scary, he's yelling at you. No, he yells as a joke. He yells to the class as a joke.
Sometimes he's serious.
Sometimes he's serious, but
not-
when he yells, it's not like he's yelling at you. It's like he's yelling, well, you can get yelled at, but when he yells normally, it's just his personality. He likes to make the class, up and, happy.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was pretty nice. Now let's go to 8th grade. So 8th grade, did not like the language arts teacher that much. Even though she was my homeroom, she was pretty okay with homeroom. All right.
Yeah, she's not my favorite teacher. She has mad favorites for certain students.
Yeah. Wait, the 8th grade one?
No, 7th grade.
I'm talking about the 8th grade one.
Oh, sorry.
And I had my second 8th grade teacher, which is now my sister's 5th grade language arts teacher. I did not like doing the essays. All right, in 8th grade, I'm gonna warn you. You're gonna hate this. Turn paper. Oh my god, that is pain. Even though I did do an aviation story, which it was easy, so it was fine. But basically, you have to get source cards, so you have to cite data from source cards and print out information from encyclopedias and web sources. And you had to write a paper on it.
Oh, okay.
It was bad. It had to be 5 pages long. And it's stored in your school folders as your paper example for writing.
Dang.
But I did it, so it was fine. Social studies in 8th grade. Oh my god. So, heat makes you sleep, right?
Yeah.
But if you're in 7th grade social studies, it's hot in that classroom, but heat plus a loud teacher does not make you sleep. A teacher that keeps you it's fun, that keeps you up, right? So you don't sleep. But imagine being in 8th grade social studies. Heat plus boring, quiet teacher equals you're definitely gonna fall asleep in that class.
Yeah, it seems it.
It was boring. I'll tell you that. I was gonna say it was just a boring class.
So it's 7:24. Do you want to wrap this up, or do we want to keep going?
Let's keep going.
All right, it's fun.
So, let's continue on. So, what about gym class? What's your opinion on gym class? Because that's the same throughout every year.
I don't like my gym teacher.
The girl with the guy one.
Girl. The guy's cool. I like him, but
Well, I
don't like the girl.
didn't have any hate on both of them. They both were funny.
Bro, she's so impatient.
Yeah.
So impatient.
Hold on, pause. Okay, guys, so I'm back after a nice dinner break, and we're back in the podcast here. Homie J is gone now for some reason, but I mean, so we pretty much talked about from elementary school to 8th grade and stuff. Because I don't want to really talk about high school yet, because I've not really experienced it yet, and I want to get my opinion so far on something I don't really nothing's really happening in high school. That's what I'm trying to say, is that because I haven't gone through any problems yet, so that's good. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Comment, like, and subscribe for more content. Let's try to hit 1.25k before November. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and peace out.